Hello, Michigan Realtors. This week, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, in coordination with Governor Gretchen Whitmer, will be issuing a 3-week pause order. Now that will run from November 18th through December 8th. This order comes as COVID-19 cases have been increasing statewide and hospital capacity has become a significant concern. Michigan Realtors has been in direct and regular contact with the governor's office and her health policy team to stress that real estate can be done in a safe and client-focused manner. As the order relates to real estate, it will allow for continued in-person client services and scheduled showings. However, for the purposes of this letter of the law, we wanted to make certain that members understand how real estate activity will be impacted in the next 3 weeks. In understanding the latest order, it is helpful to keep in mind that the current rules regulate gatherings, and that a gathering happens wherever there are 2 or more persons from more than one household. Under the new order, residential gatherings of 10 or fewer persons are still permitted. However, the 10 people cannot be from more than 2 households. Face coverings used to be a recommendation for residential gatherings. Now they are required. What this 2-household limitation means for realtors is that open houses are no longer permissible under the order. Showings are still permitted. However, no one other than the selling agent and the buyers can attend. Sellers cannot be present. The buyers cannot bring persons from outside their household to the showing. And remember that everyone at the showing must wear a face covering. Under the new order, gatherings at a non-residence are prohibited except for those types of gatherings that are specifically listed in the new order. Permitted gatherings include workplace gathering, so long as those gatherings comply with the MIOSHA rules that came out in mid-October. Permitted gatherings also include gatherings between an employee and a customer for the purposes of providing service. Now, we would interpret employee in the broader sense to include independent contractors. Residential showings, walkthroughs, inspections, and other events that occur within a home will be governed by the residential 2-household rule. The rules for commercial showings, office meetings with clients and potential clients, and closings have not changed and are governed by the existing MIOSHA order. Finally, work that can be feasibly performed remotely should be performed remotely. Now, this means that you should still be working as much as possible with your clients to narrow down the search through remote and virtual means before scheduling showings. This hasn't changed from before, but it is certainly worth emphasizing at this time. Remember that the optics of real estate activity still very much matter. Your sellers and buyers should understand the requirements, but also understand that their safety during the buying and selling process is paramount. To that end, it may be best to avoid scheduling back-to-back showings to the best of your ability, and certainly with the input and understanding of your client. This will allow for the necessary cleaning to be done before and after a showing. Moving forward, we continue to promote the use of the COVID-19 showing forms. They operate as both a risk reduction tool as well as an education piece for buyers and sellers alike. As part of that education process, we would encourage you to carry the following practices forward for your brokerage and your clients. Practices for sellers permitting showings. First, sellers may not be present during showings. And prior to any scheduled showing, sellers should turn on all lights and leave interior doors, drapes, and blinds open. This will ensure that anyone entering the home will not need to touch light switches, doorknobs, etc. Prior to and after any showing, sellers should clean and disinfect all frequently touched surfaces, such as doorknobs and handles, and light switches, and countertops. Now, practices for buyers during showings. Buyers and agents must wear masks, face coverings. Buyers cannot bring anyone to the showing who is not in their household. Buyers attending showings should meet their agents at the property and wait in their car for the agent to arrive. And buyers should not touch any surfaces in the property. Buyers should not turn off lights or close interior doors, and they should not share phones, pens, tablets, etc. with anyone else attending the showing. And buyers are encouraged to wear gloves while viewing a home as well. Buyers should use hand sanitizer immediately prior to entering the home and upon exiting. And finally, buyers are encouraged to minimize the time physically present at a home. Many local health departments also have issued their own rules, and realtors are strongly encouraged to check in their area for additional requirements. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this letter of the law. Now, please stay safe out there and continue to look out for the best interest of your clients. To say that these are strange times may be the understatement of 2020. However, we know how important real estate is to Michigan's economy, and as a licensed profession, following the requirements under the orders and continuing to offer exceptional and thoughtful service to clients will be important as we enter the winter. Please contact me if you have any questions at bwestron@mirealtors.com. Thank you.